by many names. The Demon's Rest, Battle World, Linupa.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be discussing more of Star Wars Skeleton Crew Episode 5, that recent episode, landing on that cliffhanger. That in itself is something that deserves all of its own video, breaking down some more of those Easter eggs and some anticipations and expectations that we'd be having as we especially are heading into the back half of the season of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We're going to go ahead and of course hop right on into it, breaking it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from ScreenRant.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. First things first, it seems that Skeleton Crew's Episode 5, despite it being one of the darker turns that the show has made thus far, it also would make for the strongest episode thus far in the series, I feel like, as well. And Skeleton Crew Episode 5 is the best installment yet, thanks to that solid twist at the end, some dark elements, and the forward propulsion of its pirate-based plot of Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew's Episode 5's Easter eggs were aplentied as the children and Jad Nana Wood traveled to the planet of Linupa, as Skeleton Crew's cast of characters searched for the hidden vault of Pirates Captain Take Renaud, that they moved closer to finding the hidden location of At-Aten, and it's exactly what they do by the end of Episode 5. In our review of Star Wars Skeleton Crew Episode 4, as well as Episode 3 that we had talked about here on the channel, remarking that the show had seemed to be spinning its wheels ever so slightly in the search of and for At-Aten, although this did not hinder our enjoyment of the show due to how strong these characters and overall tone of the Skeleton Crew show felt at the time and still does feel. We're hoping that Episode 5 would pick up the pace somewhat into the regard of the central journey and story and gonna switch things up and mix things up finally, and that's exactly with what Episode 5 finally did do. A key thing in the back half and the final like 10-15 minutes of Skeleton Crew Episode 5 is finally progressing the story in several key ways, but as a whole the episode really did do so quite a bit of implementing and continuing on the story in several couple of ways. Arguably the previous episode, Episode 4 as well, might have been one of the more slower episodes, so piggybacking off of that and having something that has more intent and more direction and more just pushing the overall plot forward, a little bit of a quicker pacing, is definitely something that's for the better, and isn't to absolutely, crap on Episode 4 being bad or anything of course either. Skeleton Crew Episode 5 benefited massively from its fast-paced story, and SM-33 quickly remembering the location of their lair of his former master, Captain Take Renaud, who seems to be from the Old Republic, and kind of in a indirect confirmation of that, leading the kids to a fascinating spa planet named Linupa. This led to a treasure hunting journey of the highest order as the characters navigated booby traps and as well as pirates to find a vault that would lead them to At-Aten and back to their own homeworld. Of course, this entire episode, especially by the time they end up in underground and getting closer to the actual lair, was just a direct copy and paste of the Goonies movie, the classics 80 movie, which felt really great. This journey perfectly has captured of what works so well about Skeleton Crew's story and now shifting tone. The development that At-Aten is fable for owning a quote-unquote mint that produces credits on a mass scale is also quite interesting, and I kind of wonder what they mean a little bit more of that. Like, are they straight up just printing Old Republic credits on At-Aten, leading Jude Law's Jad Nana Wood to take a darker turn by the end of the episode as well, with a bit of a confirmation of what the actual treasure on At-Aten seems to be. And it's like the one thing I'm seeing everybody just not really talk about all that much. The episode, of course, concludes with Jad challenging Vern to the capacity of the Onyx Cinder, taking on a much more threatening nature now that he knows the true nature of Skeleton Crew's At-Aten and the actual treasure that is there. treasure, and not just that, but confirming said treasure. As the episode concludes, the crew is now separated and torn apart even, and Jada seems to be the captain, also with a lightsaber. The key to At-Aten is obtained, as well as its coordinates and what its treasure actually is, and the show's pirate pursuers are mostly defeated, but there are definitely a couple of more still around. Skeleton Crew's story is left at an intriguing spot going into these final 3 episodes. Like, where do we go next? Are we going to come back together? Are we going to get back to At-Aten? And are there going to be more pirates to fight? What's going to go on with the lightsaber? Like, who is he going to have to use that on? Episode 5 goes both ways of confirming and finally solidifying and satisfying so many questions, but then also just sets up a plethora of more. And what has become clear and cut to us is that Skeleton Crew Episode 5 is how much the show truly does get a galaxy far, far away and the overall Star Wars story. The sense alone of the childlike wonder are the values of that George Lucas had first envisioned for a franchise like Star Wars back in the late 70s, but there goes so much more for Skeleton Crew. The usage of the lovable characters, the arcs, the upbeat tone, the usage of practical effects being heavily implemented. Skeleton Crew Episode 5 only continues all of these elements, as well as developing the plot significantly while piling on other elements that make it a perfect encapsulation of a Star Wars journey and true adventure. The ending of Episode 5 really does mean so much more as of for what's going to go on in the latter of the rest of the series with its final 3 episodes, as we had mentioned, and we can only kind of just guess as to what's really going to go on. I do think that Jad Nana would and the kids will also have to come around, but quite cautionly, of course, and really have those true trust issues now with the rest of Jad Nana Wood and truly getting back away to their home. Like, the pirates are probably going to come around. I think that there are more pirates waiting for them on the surface, of course, so they're going to have to team back up. I have no idea why he would take them prisoner. I feel like that was kind of some type of gag, and that he was truly like bluffing, maybe trying to scare the kids in some capacity, and to really trying to get them to cooperate. But taking the kids prisoner, I don't think that was his true intent, because he would be smart enough to know that there's more pirates waiting for them at the surface, and even ships flying around at the top of the spa place here as well. Like, there were like 3 ships or something, two ships or something of pirates, and also the rest of Port Porgo. So there is definitely still that bounty on Jad Nana Wood. Why would he want to do something like that if it wasn't for a true plan? The usage of the lightsaber is also going to come in handy, finally seeing some of those lightsaber skills from Jad Nana Wood and seeing if he's a little bit rusty or if he still has it is definitely going to be quite intriguing for Episode 6. Of course, we'll have a more full-on preview video for Episode 6 that goes into some more detail and into some more depth of what we're actually anticipating for Episode 6, but this here has been my Episode 5 ending explained kind of video for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing. So make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.